Alright everybody, what's going on? Emo Tempest here, and today we are doing our 2020 FFTCG wrap-up. Now, aside from the wrap-up, we're also going to be doing, I'm going to be doing my personal 2021 wish list, if you will, for the community, for the game, and, hopefully the state of the world, actually. But yeah, guys, a lot to unwrap here. Let's get into the bad stuff, right? 2020 was definitely a very, very hard year for everyone in so many ways, right? I can't even begin to explain all the bad things that happened this year. There's a funny documentary, a mockumentary about it on Netflix, Death to 2020. If you guys haven't seen it, check it out. That pretty much sums it up, right? That's on a global scale, but on a much smaller note, I know our community's small and it's very strong. But unfortunately, it was not, there's nothing we could do about it this time, right? This was out of our hands. So I just want to say goodbye to some of the things that we missed and some of the things we don't like even. For starters, the 2020 Crystal Cups. Now, the Crystal Cups were something that had us really excited at the start of the year, right? We had the first article come out late January, and it showed us all of the cool playmats. We had the Squall playmat, we had, the Kuja playmat, Ishtola playmat, the Shantotto playmat, and a Terra playmat. Each one was going to be like an exclusive. They were all from the Dissidia Final Fantasy art. And we had some cool sleeves and stuff like that were going to come out this year. And unfortunately, none of those events happened. All of the dates regarding the Crystal Cups and stuff were postponed as we went on. It was April the Florida one was going to be in April, Portland May, Rag Dragon Comics in Ottawa. None of these happened. Everything started getting canceled. So we're going to say farewell here to the playmats and the 2020 season. I'm sure they'll probably roll over those playmats if they ever got made anyway to the next season. I hope they didn't make them, right? Because then they would have been completely wasted. They say 2020 on it, probably like the championship one we has or dated. Actually, no, they're not, but still, no, yes, they are definitely dated. North American 2019 championship. So I really hope none of them got made because they're useless. They're not useless, obviously, right? But they're gonna be branded from the 2020 year. So. If anything, they'll keep the designs and then they'll just reprint them with the 2021 Crystal Cup logo, whatever that ends up being. But we're definitely going to say goodbye to that. And on top of that, we're going to say goodbye to Opus 11 and 12. We did only get 2 sets this year, which was a big delay from their normal. We end up with getting 3 sets, right? And I think that was okay. Like I know. After I purchased Opus 11, I was severely disappointed, right? Like mainly because I couldn't play. I was really excited to start building stuff, and there was nothing we could do there. Like unfortunately, shortly after the set came out, locals started closing down all over the country, and we couldn't do anything. Everyone wanted to slap cardboard, and that's when the online tournaments started coming up. Sure enough, the RVA boys had I think they had already been doing it, or they had thought about doing it. I don't remember. It's been a while actually. But if not, they were definitely the first ones to start holding regular locals, and that helped the community a lot. It gave us something to look forward to, something to practice. I know there wasn't a lot of people there at the beginning, but as I've kind of started following the game again, there was a lot of. I know there was a lot of people going to play and play test. A lot of the strong regulars and then a bunch of people from their locals and communities. So, really grateful to them. But, hopefully we can say goodbye to that. Not too much, right? Because some people still like to practice. They can't always make it to their locals, but we can say goodbye to the online stuff and the webcams and all that stuff, so we can go back and sling cardboard in person and in front of each other. And the last thing is definitely going to be so that was actually a goodbye to Opus 11 and 12 and kind of online tournaments. So we're gonna put that all together into one. But the last thing I just want to say goodbye to is this terrible meta. After playing this card these last few weeks, these cards in the last few weeks, I realized I hate the Opus 12 meta. I'm hoping the 2021 meta, as we wait for 13, what's 13, the Crystal Radiance, I hope, and the new starter decks, and the boss decks, and anything else that they've announced. There's the 2-player starter deck, Crystal Radiance. I think that's it. That's all we've got announced so far. The tins and other stuff, but we can definitely look forward to all of that. We can actually say goodbye to all of that. I'm sorry. We can look forward to all of it hopefully being put in the past. I don't know how you guys felt, but the more creative I tried to be in this meta, I quickly found that it was not welcome, because everything else was so explosive and so ridiculous. There were times I lost on turn 3. I guess turn 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn 3 on my opponent's side, and it was just like, okay, maybe. It was a big jump from the meta, right? Like, we were used to playing gentlemen's games where you put like 2 or 3 backups and then you start building board or going back and forth, right? There weren't turns where most decks could put out 5 forwards in one turn, and then that's it. If you don't have a way to stop a few of them, or B, something to hold them back, and then board clear the next turn, then you lost. Me personally, I think I'm hoping we can say goodbye to this meta in 2021. Now, things to look forward to in 20. So I think I stuttered there, but I think I want to say goodbye to this meta in this 2020 meta, and welcome something new in 2021. It's really hard going back saying that over and over again, so forgive me, guys. But yeah, so they did pull out the roadmap. They have the 2-player starter deck coming out the 19th, boss deck, Chaos 3-5, and then the Crystal Radiance on 3/26. Another 2-player starter deck in June, and then Opus 14 Crystal Abyss in the summer, and then Opus 15 in the fall. So we will hopefully have our 3 sets out this year again, and then a few more other things. There's a lot of beautiful sample cards already from the new set. We're going to be getting War of the Lions cards, and a bunch of really cool art that I'm looking forward to seeing. And really, hopefully, just a different meta, man. Let's start with the wish list, right? Things I want. Things I would definitely want back. It's kind of just a reflection of the things that we're saying goodbye to in 2020. I want my Crystal Cups back. I want tournaments back. I'm hoping. So if the start of the season sprouts up about in April, then hopefully that lines up with the world vaccine. Then we can start seeing more and more places getting back into things and starting locals up again, and being able to play on a more regular basis. I don't know, for all my content creators and anything really, it was really hard for me to create stuff while I wasn't playing and while I was unable to play. I know I have a roommate that just would love to play all the time, but it's hard to get the motivation when there's nothing to work towards. For me personally, I know some people play casually and for fun. But at some point you have to want to, even if you play casually for fun, then there's almost no incentive to want to practice if you can't go casually play outside. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just me, man. It was really rough. But like I said, I wish for, our locals to come back. I'm going to wish for a new meta, hopefully something that welcomes hand traps and creativity. I don't think this game has enough hand traps, things that kind of stop things, or we have summons, right? But the summons are so limited right now. But we need more forwards and summon and hand traps that kind of prevent our opponents from doing things. I don't think we have enough of that yet. So that's something I'm looking forward to. I don't necessarily want to go back to a gentleman's meta where everyone's building up and then the games go longer. I just want a little more diversity. I want balance. There has to be something that allows that welcomes back creativity into the game, right? Because it's hard to try to want to do something and then the game says, nah, it's not gonna work because we have, you know, Ned and we have 6 bodies on board, and I can, you know, remove 3 of yours, dull one, and remove stuff. It's a little too much, right? For any player to want to, you know, come up with something. It's too many obstacles. Before it was like, okay, I have to build a deck, and then I have to keep in mind, you know, Turbo Ice, or keep in mind Wind Water, or keep in mind, you know, Mono Fire, or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But now it's just like there's too many things to keep in mind, and it's very hard to build a deck like that. So, yeah. And then the last thing I want to say is I'm hoping to grow this channel. I think if as long as things stay like this, I might have to branch out into other content. I didn't want to do it, unfortunately. To be honest with you, I did not want to have this channel to other things like, you know, games and other card games and video games, I mean, and other card games, board games and things like that. But unfortunately, at the way it's been going, the growth has been. I actually had surprisingly surprise increase in growth in the channel, and I'm thankful for all of you guys, because of everyone was trying to learn how to play this game, and you know, they eventually found their way to my channel. But I probably will have to, you know, branch out a little bit more. I've been playing Legends of Runeterra a lot, so maybe that'll come out. I've been playing Smash a lot, hoping to get more competitive in that. So if those are things you like, just voice your opinion, man. I'll take it into consideration, honestly. Ultimately, you know, if that's something I want to do. But if you guys don't want to see that stuff, let me know if it's that bad. Obviously, my priority will always be Final Fantasy for this channel, and I like that. But if I want to keep doing my part for the community, drawing in a crowd, different crowds, obviously, from card games and other things, to my channel might give extra exposure. I'm not saying, you know, I'm the biggest Final Fantasy guy, because there's tons of you guys out there that are putting in a lot more work and, you know, have stuff. But there's gonna be a time where the Final Fantasy just isn't gonna be enough, and so I want to branch out more. Yeah. So those are my things. What are you guys wishing for in 2021? What are you guys saying goodbye to? Make sure to leave that in the comments. I want to know. I want to know what you guys think. Thanks for listening, guys. I'll see you guys in a week or so with another video, definitely Final Fantasy related. Hopefully we will start getting. Well, we probably won't get spoilers until end of January, early February. So there's something to look forward to there. But in the meantime, please go check out. I'm gonna leave links hopefully in the description below. You know, the 2020 FFTCG Awards hosted by a good friend of mine, Andy Carmona, the Purple Baron, and always gonna appreciate my boy TCGTacos, who's been doing New Game Plus. I love his series. It's very good for new players and other stuff. So if you haven't checked those things out, make sure to check the links in the description. The last thing actually I'm hoping to start doing is streaming finally. My other Twitch got hacked, so I lost like the 50 followers that I had. So I'll leave a link in the description below for the new one, and hopefully I don't get locked out of that one either. But I'm going to, hopefully at the start of the new year, within the first week, I'll start streaming probably Smash or something, or Legends of Runeterra, to start, and then hopefully as the year goes on, roll into Final Fantasy stuff. But yeah, thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys have a wonderful new year, and I hope next year is a lot better for everyone. I'll see you around, and take care.